This podcast may contain offensive content. You have been warned. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Diecast podcast. I am your host and DM, Johnny, and welcome to Season 7 of The Shadow Menace. Now, before we get started with everything, let's take this opportunity to thank our sponsor, the Storytelling Collective, who has been our sponsor all season. They are an amazing collective of people helping anyone who wants to get their feet into the TTRPG creation world or just part of the industry. They will give you courses on how to design adventures for Dungeons & Dragons, Call of Cthulhu, and any other TTRPG you can think of. You should go check them out on their website at www.storytellingcollective.com, or you can follow them on Twitter at storytellingcol, C-O-L at the end, and check them out. Now, they have a neat new course that's coming up called Cultivating Your Mind, and it is something I'm super interested in. It is designed around helping you get over those creative blocks, whatever those mental blocks inside our own heads that keep us from writing or keep us from delaying projects. This is designed to help you out. And based on what I've done with them so far in the past, their track record is pretty good. So I'm very confident this course is going to be awesome. So go follow them on Twitter, go check them out. And I'll just, give some updates as I go along through this course of what it's like and what it means to try and figure out the stuff inside my own head so it doesn't get in the way of me trying to create something or just help me out in life in general. So check them out, www.storytellingcollective.com, and on Twitter, storytellingcol, C-O-L at the end. They are a cool group of people that create a space for everyone to tell their story. They are worth checking out. Go do it now. We are also coming towards the end of the season. We've only got 2 episodes plus the roundtable after this, and I've thrown a couple of new NPCs out there. So if you want to have stat blocks for the inside outs, the man elementals, the book golems, anything like that, come join our Discord. Send me a DM on Twitter or anything like that. I'm more than willing to share monster stat blocks and ideas because I think they're cool and I think they would be neat in other people's campaigns. So if you're interested in some kooky monsters that I've created, just hit me up, let me know, and do it fast because you're probably going to see them in DM's Guild at some point in the future. I'm very, very excited to see if I can start working on an Enchanted Forest module. And if you've been a fan of Tales from Trollskull, you know it's going to be pretty diverse and pretty expansive for any world that you may be playing D&D in. And I think that is it for this week. It's a really cool episode coming up. I hope you really enjoy it. As always, you can find us on our own website at www.flyinglizardstudio.com and on Twitter at Diecast Podcast. Give us a follow, say hi, come join in on the zany adventures. That's gonna be awesome. And of course, on Discord channel and our YouTube channel, all those links will be in the post for this episode. And as always, wear a mask, get vaccinated, get boosted, tell a loved one how you feel. We're getting close to the end. I love you all so much. I'll see you next week. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Diecast Podcast, Season 7, The Shadow Menace. Thank you for joining us. Previously, last week on the Diecast, we had the group go in, finish off those mana elementals, actually surprisingly smushing them pretty well. Amalika did the transmutation trick to turn the transmutation wing into the, I believe it was the conjuration. You did something first.
It was to the atrium. But I rolled an 18, which was not sufficient enough for you. Yeah.
Wasn't not sufficient enough for me. It was not sufficient enough for
the universe,
the archives.
Right.
And Amalika grew a feathery tropical bird beard,
which is baloney.
Could have been worse.
Down to your knees.
Could have been worse for you.
They could have been a lot worse.
For anyone.
True.
And you met up with Lysandra, the head of the archives, Lysana, the high elf who turned herself into a lich to keep her preservation of knowledge going, just like a shade, a memory. And as most Trollskull Trio encounters go with shady or ghosty like type of beings, you talked her down. You made friends. You showed her the positive aspects of life. She gave you some information on Manshoon. She gifted a mage killer gem to you, which she recommended using against Manshoon because he is quite magically defensive and magically potent, and this should help quite a bit. And then you asked her about some enchanting things, and she said she's not the best at it herself, but there is an enchantment wing that you can do. That you can go to and possibly create some magical items. So we come back to the atrium, or the transmutated wing of the atrium, with the cosmos, many different multiverses spreading out across the sky ahead of you. Globes and spheres floating around, telescopes in various different positions and orientations pointed up towards the night sky, or the space sky. And you find yourselves in the atrium with a new mission, a new goal in hand. What do you wish to do?
I wish for her to send us to the enchantment wing so we don't grow any other things, mostly.
She says, oh, well, I'm only a representation of Lysana upstairs. You would have to do it yourself, unfortunately.
Damn it! This is mahogany.
Maybe I'll get a beard this time.
No offense, Uther, but I feel like you're more the devout magic manipulator, not so much the mana element and, editing of reality kind of magics.
Very well. Let's see if you get a second beard.
Oh, and also because Amalka did transmute this wing, there is always that ever-present, just kind of like wispy, shadowy magic essence coming off the edges and off of everything. There's a definite shadow magic presence here.
She gave us something that we could come and go, like we could teleport in and out of the archive now, right?
Yes, she gave you the teleportation runes.
Right.
So as long as you get a scroll or one of you learns the spell Circle of Teleportation, then you can
come back.
Right.
And you can leave as well.
Oh, we can leave?
Yeah. So part of the cloister spell that I created is that you're allowed to no teleporting in or out, no divine magic in or out for X amount of area space, but you're allowed to allow up to your intelligence modifier and people to come in and go as they feel, as they please.
So we can get that scroll and then do that thing.
Yeah, our other way out was to go down to the basement, go through one of the portals to
which I now don't want to do so much.
But then all we have to do when we get there is banish ourselves back. And with your banishment skills, you could send back 4 or 5 of us, I think. Because you can cast it at level 5, which means you can target 2 creatures. And I think you have 3 level 4 spells.
And don't forget, you are in an archive where you can potentially cast teleport spells.
Yeah, we could just also
grab some teleport and spells. That is true.
Because we could just go back to that room where all the spell scrolls existed.
All right, but first let's gear up and let's head over to the enchantment ring. And if you're feeling a little gun shy, I can try. I was listening the last couple times you waved your hands around. I can see if I can do it.
I mean, if you want, I have a +8 in Arcana though.
So do I.
Oh well. I can help you then if you want to do it.
Sure. Actually, we're both trained in Arcana. Why don't we help each other here?
Okay.
So whoever is rolling, if one is helping the other, first I'll need some flavor. Secondly, the person who's taking the lead on it can roll with advantage.
Yeah, why not? Here, I think the last time you weren't quite saying ha in the right way. You gotta really ha it up. More from the back of the throat.
So am I doing it then?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay. Oh boy, math. These are both bad.
Wow.
A 4 and a 3.
Uh-oh.
+8, so
that's an 11.
12.
That's going to be at least some back hair.
All right, Amalika, describe how you're pulling at the mana and the essence and the reality of this.
Like warm taffy.
I take it back. Waywalket's doing it.
Too late, the dice have been rolled.
Have they?
The die is cast.
Yeah, the die.
Literally.
Yeah.
Baloney.
So actually, while you're saying that, I end up stepping on your foot because I'm trying to help you, and you squeal while it happens. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
Amalika, could you please roll me a D100 dice?
Maybe. What are you? Okay, thanks. I don't want to. 74?
Yeah.
74.
Oh, I have hatred in my heart.
Lucky 74.
Oh,
Maybe we'll
I'm
get
gonna
another
need-
mule.
I'm going to need either Waywalket or Uther to roll me a D20. Tell me who gets the highest.
Uther will do it. A 3.
A 2.
Wow.
We all suck.
Waywalket, you see, because you stepped on Amalika's foot, this black, shadowy, necrotic Shadowfell energy just pulse right into you, and it feels like she's channeled the whole transmutation of the room into you, and you are now under the poisoned effect permanently.
Oh my god.
Sorry. Waywalket, I'm sorry.
What happened? Do you feel beardy?
No, I feel barfy.
Oh, no.
Like real rumbling in my.
Waywalket does look green around the gills.
It's like sweaty too.
Does this mean Waywalket is poisoned like for life?
Only one way to find out.
Live your whole life.
Live your whole life.
Oh, no.
I have to look up what that all means again, but if I recall correctly, it's disadvantage to everything all the time.
Ability checks. So attack rolls and saving throws, you're good. But things you want to do with your skills, you're always at disadvantage. That includes initiative checks.
Oh. I
Well,
don't feel so good.
See what I mean about the beard? This is worse. It's objectively worse.
No, actually, poison is a disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, and
my
oops,
God.
sorry. I got mixed up with exhaustion. My apologies.
Yeah. So, but that would include initiative.
Yes.
You're right. But not saving throws. So those are still fine. Well,
That's the cost of when you got to transmute an entire wing.
yeah, no.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it
all
doesn't.
good. Let's just have to remember that I'm doing it. Okay, well, let's keep going. Let's get out of here.
We should find a spell to make you not poisoned.
Can you do that? I mean, you are a cleric.
You're a
Yeah,
paladin. You should have access to.
Oh, so one of your abilities is lay on hands, and you can end a disease or I believe the poison effect with lay on hands. Let me double.
All right.
check
I've
that.
got some spell slots. Let's try it.
Well, that's actually even like a separate pool.
Mhm.
Oh, I see.
I don't think you've used any of it.
No, I haven't done it.
it.
I've just done some like weapon blessing and my usual stuff.
You may even have to detect poison as well, because that'll tell you like the nature of the poison as well if you have
Yes,
it.
as alternative, you can spend 5 hit points from your pool of healing to cure one disease or neutralize one poison affecting it. You can cure multiple diseases with a single lay on hands, expending the hit points separately for each one.
Let's do it. So I subtract my own hit points, 5 hit points.
No, so you have so this is your lay on hands pool,
Oh.
which is probably not in that sheet anywhere.
It's 5 times your level. I
Yeah, so
believe.
you have a pool of 45 hit points you
Damn,
can
all right.
heal out. So you're down to 40.
Actually, as you put your hand on and you try and remove the poison, there's something supernatural about this poison. You feel you could remove it, but it feels like you got to spend maybe about 20 hit points to permanently remove it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Hands.
So spice it up, flavor it up. How does Uther lay on hands on his friend Waywalker? It's kind of like this greenish, blackish, purplish glow.
So I
about
kind
his
of
skin.
grab him by the shoulders, and you can see, like, whenever I'm using my powers, I'm sort of transmuting this white energy. And he kind of lights up like a battery, and I'm like, haha, and then he dies down, and I'm like, So I just keep putting jolts into him, and he keeps sort of winking on, and then I start shaking him, and I'm like, come on. And then he lights up for, did it work?
Yes.
Then he lights up for a sort of a reasonable period of time, and then it fades in, and then he just has like the biggest barf.
Yeah.
My God.
Oh, God. I feel a lot better, though.
I can't believe all of that was in your tiny little body.
I like to snack as we go.
I don't see us using the same effort to get rid of this beard.
Well, it doesn't say you can shave with every 5 points.
I'm not sure if your beard counts as a disease. More of a life choice.
I mean, what is it, though?
This is the part of D&D I love. Just
More like a life consequence. It's still, I think it's very fetching.
I don't think that's true. But, all right. Waywalk, now that you're feeling better, you want to try and transmutate this room?
Yeah, why not? Did we succeed last time?
It did not succeed.
No?
She
All right.
channeled all the energy into you.
Experimentally, I will grab Amalika's beard and try 5.
You expend 5. Amalek, if you've got hit points to heal, you heal 5 hit points.
I do.
But the beard seems unaffected by the healing. Actually, it gets a more robust, rosy color to it.
I think I made it fluffier.
Yeah, you're really preening it up.
We're not enjoying this.
So that was 25 hit points altogether, meaning there's 20 remaining.
Yeah.
You'll get that back after a long rest.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's
That's insane. I can never be killed.
yeah.
Paladins are tanky.
Yeah, tanky, and you have this huge pool of healing to draw from. All right, here we go. All right, room change-o. Oh yeah, there we go. It's I rolled a 20, so it's a 28 in total.
All right. Ooh, you rolled a natural 20?
I rolled a natural 20.
Boom, boom. So, Waywalk,
heaven.
describe how you changed the reality of this atrium.
So Waywalk is he's a book learning magic user, so he quickly consults his tome, sort of traces the steps that Amalika did, but is holding out his hands, making the incantation of change mutable room, go forth and abjuration, enchantment room.
You see
now.
This bright pinkish kind of, I guess, and because you rolled a natural 20, you actually see that the two rooms of the atrium and the enchantment wing begin to merge and fuse together. So you still have this beautiful cosmos displaying its epic saga above you in the stars, but you notice that a lot of work tables, a lot of alchemy stations, a lot of tubes and flames, and everything just comes up. It all has this reddish and pinkish tone and hue to it, but you notice that Lysana has actually transmuted into the room with you.
Oh, I didn't think you would come with us.
She's like, I'm just as surprised as you are. So for pretty much the effects of it is that you can now have access to both rooms at the same time.
Wow. Pretty good. So, Lysana, we're fighting Manshoon, as you know. I'm thinking about us having some magical defenses, maybe juicing up this guy's halberd. You got the wands. You're pretty good there.
I'd like some armor.
Yeah. Maybe protect you from magical spells. Maybe make you invisible. I don't know.
Yeah, just so people can't hit me as easy.
You see Lysana just kind of do her shady image, just hover as she just comes down slightly and she says, well, you do have mana crystals with you, which can be used in the enchanting process. It's a bit of a random element. You may not get exactly what you want, but there is potent arcane energy inside each one of those.
Try it on my halberd. I have a good feeling about this.
She says, oh, well, I mean, I can try if you wish. I don't know what the copy of a memory would be able to do. I can do my best. I do not guarantee what it would be, though.
Would my halberd become a chicken or make me barf or, grow a set of boobs or something?
Anything is possible with magic.
Probably not, but it might turn it into your halberd into maybe a wet noodle, a fish flopping around. I don't think anything will happen to you per se. But
this
maybe.
halberd is like a brother to me. Also, making literally anything happen is a dumb skill.
Yeah, magic is in the fabric of reality. It's what binds all things in Faerun together. It weaves all the multiverses around of us. Sometimes you just tap into something kooky.
Do you wish for me to try, or do you wish to attempt this yourself?
I mean, I'm mostly an illusionist. A little enchantment here and there. Occasional abjuration, I suppose.
Lysana looks at you, Amalek, and says, well, you feel like you're the strongest spellcaster in this room right now.
I don't really feel very strong about it at the moment, but...
Oh, you see her eyes turn blue, and it's exactly the detect magic that you've done before, and you sense that she's kind of reading your aura a little bit. And she says, oh no, you've almost got unlimited potential inside of you. I foresee there's actually no cap to your skill or ability.
Except for level 20.
Well, what would I have to do to get armor?
Maybe Lysana can help you guide you through the process.
You see her, she's like, well, I've not been here in a couple of centuries, but we'd probably have to find some type of clothing or robes or something like that. So look around and see what you can find, and we'll bring it back here and see what we can produce.
Why do we need robes? Is this like a cult thing?
Oh, well, for a fellow magic user, robes are usually our preferred method of defense, unless you have training in sturdier armor.
Probably not.
No. With a strength of like 5, I don't think you're wearing very much armor.
Do you mean -3?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no, that's fine. Okay, so we need to find some robes.
Yeah, let's do a quick investigation of this room to see what we're working with.
To me, robes.
Everyone give me an investigation check, please.
14. Oh, wait, maybe it's higher than that, given my
16
skills.
plus 20. Dirty 20.
Oh, you gotta find that.
23 for
13,
Waywalk.
apparently.
23. All right, Amalka in Waywocket. When looking through a couple of cupboards, you find this piece of paper that I'm flipping over you. It's actually a ring.
Whoa.
The Ring of Mind Shielding. While wearing this ring, you are immune to magic that allows other creatures to read your thoughts, determine whether you are lying, know your alignment, or your creature type. Creatures can only telepathically communicate with you if you allow it. You can use your action to cause the ring to become invisible and see another action.
Oh, I realize I just put some extra stuff at the bottom.
Oh,
Never mind.
yep. Hold on.
Just trying to do quick GM tearing right there.
The Ring of Mind Shielding.
Whoa.
You can be. So I assume since you can use an action to make the
ring invisible.
The ring invisible, but not
you.
Not you. Okay, gotcha. You can make the ring invisible if you want. I already got a nice ring. It stores all these spells, but I do think that I could see a mage of Manshoon's abilities to be, gifted with telepathy if he is that powerful.
Okay, well, let's take this with us, and it requires attunement, right? So
we need a short rest.
We can, ponder that. And wait, is this what we had in mind for the? This isn't all we've found, right? So far, we have to.
No,
do
that's
more
just
investigation?
that's just because you got a very high investigation.
Right.
But you do find a set of robes that appear to be gray and dusty and have very little to no color to them.
Dusty robes.
You find a set of leather armor.
A good dumb stage name.
Dusty robes.
Dusty robes.
Dusty Robes was the name of my improv group in university. Just need a name and a location. And you also find, ironically enough, with Dusty Robes, you also find a dusty, desiccated heart that looks like it's been there for a while.
Wait, a what?
A heart?
A desiccated heart.
Oh.
Who leaves their heart in a robe?
Think of it's maybe, if it's desiccated, it's maybe about the size of a peach.
I'll pick it up and give it a sniff.
It smells terrible.
Smells terrible.
Yeah, you can hang on to that one, Uther.
I don't know why I thought it would smell good at all.
Is there anything magical about the heart or anything? Or like,
Mm,
can I roll an Arcana?
you can roll an Arcana check.
You could also
Detect magic.
Yeah, but that like has blinded me. Like
Blinded
I'm
me
still
with magic, yeah.
just no. We don't like.
Too much magic going on.
Oh, we don't like this either. 11.
11. You know that the best you can't identify the source of it or where it came from or what it does, but the best you can probably summarize that if it's in the enchantment wing and you found it in like a cupboard with various other enchantments, it's probably used to make something more magical, something in a ritual.
Like an ingredient.
Yeah.
And like Amalika calls over Lysandra for a second. Is like, hey, do you know what this might be for by any chance?
It's like, oh, well, I believe this is possibly a mummy king's heart.
Mummy King's heart.
It looks like it has a royal aura about it. It's definitely used to enchant things of a necromantic way or to fight necromancy. It's kind of, think of it as magic was almost like a snake venom. It's dangerous, but you can also use the venom as a cure itself.
He sniffed it. Is he going to be okay? She points to Uther.
Oh, it should be okay.
Just checking.
I imagine the more potent items have either been used or are safely stored away.
Okay. Cool. Good to know.
By any chance does your archive have an armory?
No, unfortunately, an archive is just an archive.
Fair enough.
I feel like Amalika is like picking up the robes and uses prestidigitation to get rid of the dusty. So now they're just generally robes.
They are actually just flat gray robes. There's no markings or embroidery on them. They're just literally someone has sewn together some gray robe patterns and tossed them together.
Gandalf the Grey.
He had a feather beard too.
No,
And a robe.
I really am Gandalf.
Or a feathered beard, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm Gandolica.
this is pretty good.
You shall not pass this transmutation check.
Oh.
No.
Well, mummy hearts and mummy hearts. These mana gems, though, they might be a good thing to try to mix and match with your robe.
Yeah, I'm into that. So what do we have to do to enchant this rope then?
Well, fortunately, you're in a magical place to enchant stuff. You would have to break one of the crystals and then give me 3 successful Arcana skill checks before X amount of failures.
Well, listen, we're both Arcana users. We're going to be doing this together. Maybe you'll have a additional body hair. Maybe I'll be poisoned again. We can only go one way and find out.
Like playing D&D. There's too many.
The good news is
risk
that these
factors.
consequences don't matter.
That's true. I like playing D&D. I just miss video games when I can Google what's going to happen.
Can I load a save file?
Well, fortunately, and I mean fortunately, the natural 20, because Lysana came with you, Lysana has a passive +5 to all Arcana checks. I should have mentioned that beforehand. Sorry about that.
Okay. So in addition to my +8.
Yes.
Sandra +5. Well, I like that better.
So what item do you wish to enchant first?
Okay, let's start with the not so dusty gray robes.
All right. Roll up your dice. Higher is better.
Well, yeah, I would assume so.
Can I assist with an Arcana on
You
this?
absolutely can.
All
So
So I can roll advantage?
You have advantage.
Advantage.
All right, maybe like rub it against there.
Okay, so 12, so 17. 17 plus 8 is math, 25.
All right, Amalika, you raise your hands into the air, and everyone sees kind of like this shadow aura, like these blacks and these purples begin to reach out, and it's almost like these like tendrils of black and purplish energy just reaching out, wrapping around the table, wrapping around bookshelves and just kind of making these perfect circles around Uther and Waywocket and Lysana. I think Uncle Waywocket is there.
Uncle Waywocket is here.
I was wondering, but then he's also on my shit list, so I didn't care.
Yeah. And you see this black, she's almost like channeling it right into the chest. And you can actually see this black Shadowfell energy reach up into the space and cosmos. And it reaches so high up. You see it touch a nebula. You see it touch a gas cloud.
Wow.
And you see like these wonderful oranges and greens and blues come mixing down in this chromatic, almost like a soft serve ice cream machine just coming in and like just pouring into this robe. And you see space being merged with the cloth and fabrics as it just kind of like lifts up off the enchanting table, and in a small black flash, like Amalek, you see this beautiful robe which has like this golden trim around the neck and around the shoulders. It's got like these lovely dark elven sigils embroidered as like the buttons and the clasps to close it up. But as you look at it, the robe is just this magnificent display of the space that you saw up above you, but it's like implanted into the robe. You've made yourself a robe of scintillating colors.
She looks handsome. She looks smart. She's a walking work of art. How I love her robe of many colors.
I'll give you inspiration for that. That was good. And there's your paper for you.
Thank you. Oh, I'm so fancy. I'm going to get my hat back at home when we're back in Waterdeep. I'm going to have my beard. I'm going to be unrecognizable. It's almost like wearing a mask in a pandemic and no one's going to know who I am.
Yeah, with your sunglasses and your beard, no one's ever going to know who you are.
Excellent point. I'm baller. Oh, man, this is so cool.
Let's do.
It's wondrous.
It's just great. That's what
it really does say wondrous, by the way. Okay. Has 3 charges, regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. While you wear it, you can use an action and expend 1 charge to cause the garment to display a shifting pattern of dazzling hues until the end of your next turn. During this time, the robe sheds bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet. Creatures that can see you have disadvantage on attack rolls against you. In addition, any creature in the bright light that can see you when the robe's power is activated must succeed on a DC 15 wisdom saving throw or become
blinded.
Yep, until the effect ends. In my defense, the word, I think it says stunned, but I was like...
Oh, it may say stunned.
Yeah, I think it's stunned.
Yeah.
I think it's
stunned. Never mind.
It's just blurred out. It's not that I can't read the word stunned.
No, the printer ink decided to do something with the color.
But just for that one, just for that one thing though. So yeah.
Much better than that flannel thing we see you in at home.
Wow, rude.
It's not wrong.
Double rude. I thought you were my friend.
I am your friend. That's really frumpy. You are wearing it to bed, though. Makes sense.
I can't wear that suit we wore to the opera every night.
No, I know. That would be bala.
It would be, actually. I'm rethinking some life choices, actually. We have so much money. I don't use it.
Yeah. You could just be buying fine garments and sleeping and ruining them every night.
Just burn it next way. It's done.
We got disposable dress money. All right, now my turn.
All right, let's do this.
All right, I will smash my gem into this leather armor. It's a 17 plus 8 plus 5, so hell's bells.
All right.
It's like 30.
Wow.
You notice that after Amalek has enchanted the table, the light's a little bit dimmer. The visuals of space up above you seem to have some missing splotches in it.
All right, well, stars.
And you begin to notice that in this darkness that you want to start focusing on the light. And you start just pulling any sources of dim light magically towards you as you begin to try and channel this stuff into this leather armor set in front of you. And you notice that as you do it, it's having a tough time making it into like a resistant enchanted armor. And you notice that there's much more of a chaotic feel to it. And maybe it's the transmutation wing. Maybe it's that there's 2 wings fuse together through transmutation magic. But you're noticing that what you're trying to do isn't becoming what you're creating, but the flow of energy flowing through you right now is so intense you don't want to stop it. But you just kind of lean into it. Instead of trying to fight the flow of river, you go with it. And you start to see that this leather starts to turn into mail, it starts to turn into silks, it starts to turn into plate. It starts to like change back and forth many times. And instead of like this bright light you were expecting, you notice it's almost like turning into like these little balls and like turning into like this different set. One's a fine set of clothing. The other side just is literally just some like a potato sack. And as you feel spent, you're covered in sweat. Your armor looks normal again, but you do have some magic leather armor with a paper toss.
Glamored studded leather, rare. While wearing this armor, you gain a +1 to AC. You can also use a bonus action to speak the armor's command word and cause the armor to assume the appearance of a normal set of clothing or some kind of armor. You decide what it looks like, including color and style and accessories. But the armor retains its normal weight, bulk and weight. The illusion appears until you use the property again or remove the armor. Made from text fluff leather. Said leather armor is reinforced with close-set rivets or spikes. Cool.
I may not be willing to risk my halberd on this nonsense, but perhaps something else?
I'm going to pull the necklace of fireballs that I got at the very beginning of this adventure, and I'm going to attempt to enchant that.
Enchant the necklace. Ooh, okay. What do you wish to put into it?
What do you mean?
Like what type of, like just the magic crystal? Do you want to put the necrotic heart into it as well?
Oh yeah, we have the mummy heart.
Yeah, why not? Both.
All right.
Throw it all together. Let's see what happens.
Are you doing the Arcana check?
Maybe someone else should do it for me.
Yeah, we have a little bit more experience in these matters now.
Here, put these things together and make something cool.
You want to or you want me to?
Yeah, either or.
All right, let's do this.
Mega fireball cool, not colorful beard cool.
Oh, I'll do
I
my
said
best.
it was cool.
I'll do my best. I have advantage, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a +5.
A 17 plus 7 and 5. So what
lot.
miles?
Yeah,
yeah,
like
roll.
30 again.
A butt ton.
Or 29, maybe.
So Malika, you
We could just do the math, but I don't want to.
you crush the crystal in one hand and you kind of just have the desiccated heart just kind of lightly floating or hovering above your other hand.
Gross.
And you see this bright blue, almost like Sailor Moon type of powdery energy come flying out, and it begins to mix with this gray dust of the necrotic heart. And you both notice that as the dust in the center increases, the mass of the heart and the crystal decreases in both of your hands until it's formed kind of like this bluish, blackish, grayish kind of like powder. And as the necklace of fireballs is splayed out in front of you, you see that the dust just begins to rain down almost like fireworks after they've exploded, and they just lay on top of the necklace. And it's surprisingly fast. There's already a lot of potent magic in this item, and because it's not the thing you asked for, I'm going to do it on the fly.
Sorry, John.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
Sounds kind of like a magical like Cheetos process. Wait,
1 second.
Cheetos? Is that what I'm thinking? What are those chips that everyone likes that I don't like?
Fun
Doritos.
Oh, you don't like Doritos?
No.
Weird.
We've had so many fights about this.
All of them? Because like Cool Ranch is so good, and then like the regular ones are also so good.
I don't
Actually,
understand why
regular
the
ones are,
flavor
like,
isn't
fine.
baked into the chip and is instead in this like sort of
This
dusty
powder?
coating on the chip.
Well, like why are hot wings sometimes just like a coating instead of just, baked out there?
That's true. That's
All right,
true. For
I will.
wings.
I will write this as longer than I thought I was going to take to write down, but I will tell you what. If she's created a necklace of holy wrath,
Oh, sweet.
so it's going to operate the same way as the necklace of fireballs.
How did the necklace of fireballs?
So you essentially take one of the beads,
and throw it, and it creates a fireball.
It just does like the fireball.
How many
spell
beads have I got, by the way?
effect. I believe it had 12. on
Damn.
it.
This sounds great.
But this has changed a bit. The beads have now become alternating diamonds and onyxes in a circle, and you've got 6 of each. And if you throw the diamond, you will do 8d6 of radiant energy. And if you throw one of the onyxes, you'll do 8d6 of necrotic energy. And it's an action to throw it. And you will regain 1d4 beads on a long rest.
Like it will grow back beads?
Yeah, so odds will be holy, evens will be necrotic, and if you ever run out of one of them, the necklace will cease to function.
Oh, geez. So odds is radiant, even is necrotic.
Yes, that was all out of my butt just now.
Damn, well.
We'll find out if it's balanced later.
You sure may find out.
For the record, John asked us all what we wanted to find.
I had your halberd thing right here.
So curious what it was.
But what if like my halberd had turned into like a monkey or something? That'd be terrible. Like that's my whole thing is fighting with that halberd.
Yeah.
Is it cool though?
Oh yeah, it would have been great. I mean, you can still try to enchant it with, I don't know what other ingredients you have.
No, but we used up all those gems. Like that seemed like
the gems are gone. The
good.
heart is gone.
No, this is good. We've all got a fun new weapon.
I have a letter. You could try. It's an intro letter from the Merchants Guild.
I somehow don't think it's going to turn into like a halberd. No.
I got this purple plushie.
Oh, yeah, that thing.
It's only missing one stock still.
Why do you carry that thing around? It's weird.
I mean, we do have the mage killing gem. Could we enchant that into the halberd?
I think that's too good.
I'm not going to say no if you try.
Let's try it.
I'm going to say no. We need that to kill Manshoon.
But we could kill him with the halberd if it was enchanted.
What if the halberd,
Halberd, either or.
was enchanted with it, and then we had infinite uses of it?
From what I understand of how these magics work, this is based on reading at least one book. When you enchant the other item into the other item, you diffuse the power of one into the other, so its potency would not be quite the same in another form.
Let's not risk it. We could end up puking through our beards.
So easily swayed.
My halberd is precious to me. It's like the family that I no longer remember.
You did sell that to a hag.
That is my one plot point, yes.
What else do we get here? We do have this dagger of envenom. We could maybe try to combine this dagger with your halberd.
No. We all got a thing of this. I suggest we not fly too close to the sun.
True. All right.
You say that just as like coming around the hip area on Malika's robe. It's just like a beautiful star. It's blue.
See, the robe agrees with me.
I mean, I literally just said true, so technically I also agreed with you, and also the robe.
All right, well, turn your back around. I'm going to put these cool leather robes on.
All right, we're not looking. No one wants to see it.
Actually, hold on one second. Actually, I'll just I can do this myself. Actually, I'll cast a minor illusion of like a
change curtain.
A change curtain.
There's kind of like that awkward moment where you see Lysandra just kind of looking over, like, oh, so come adventuring often.
Yeah, I don't consider Lysandra, so she sees away Walkett's cakes out. So.
Little hot buns.
Yeah, little hot buns.
Little hot cross buns.
So do we want to go back to the scroll room and get the teleportation stuff?
Yeah, we might as well. That would be...
Lysandra's with us, so now we could also just hopefully not mince this.
Yeah, well, we might lose her when we try to transmute this room again.
But we should have her for passive to we would have the passive 5.
Oh, yeah,
you would, but if you succeed and change the room, she's still upstairs, so she would not be in the room that you change it into.
Unless we roll maybe another natural 20.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm okay with that. We don't need her anymore, right?
She's standing right there.
Well done.
I just meant.
That was out of character.
Yeah, I know.
Yeesh.
All right. So teleportation magic, I'm going to guess, is...
Well, wouldn't it be in the same place that we got the scrolls before?
Well, the scroll's all over the place.
What's everyone's Arcana score?
I have a +8.
Also 8.
Yeah, so passive 18. You know that teleportation is conjuration school.
Conjuration. So yeah, we got to go to the conjuration wing. We've been there before, I believe.
Yes.
Probably. We just got to go back. We have to go back. All right, Lysana, if we don't see you there...
So I will see you down in the study area.
The study of the lobby. The atrium?
That's the study area.
Oh, okay, didn't know. Just different words.
The ghosties.
Yeah, the ghosties and the rest of our friends and acquaintances that we've met along the way.
Thank you for all your help. And yeah, do you want to roll or do you want me to?
No.
Malika, what's your passive perception again?
That's this one, right? 15? Passive wisdom.
Yeah,
Perception? 15.
That would be it, yes.
You see Uncle Waywocket trying to go through your pockets again.
Waywocket!
What?
Oh, Waywocket Senior.
Oh.
What? I didn't do nothing.
She just like slaps his hand and is just like, does it like a bunch of times. It's just like, if I catch you going in my pockets one more time, that is the nicest warning you will wish that the warning was this.
I'm just saying we got a lot of new magical stuff. We don't know what it does.
Do we need to... I have a beard. I will tie and gag you with it if I catch you in my shit again. Do you hear me?
I hear you and I understand you.
Okay, because we warned you about this before, and you said the same thing. And here we are again.
I'm big on the self-preservation train. And so I worry when we have magical items just magically appear. I love magical items. They're great. But if we don't know what they can do, then that makes them dangerous.
You know what currently makes me more uneasy than new magical items? Somebody who keeps rifling through my pockets without permission.
All right. I'll ask permission next time.
Well, how about you just use your words instead of being like, hey, I'm going to go through your pockets. Like, why don't you just like have a conversation with us? Because this is like the first we've heard of you even being here with us for
You've been real quiet the last half hour. We got to put a bell on you, Uncle. Look. Wait, Uncle Waywocket, look. I don't know what's happened to you. What happened to you in that demonic jail you were in, but I don't remember. The uncle that I knew wouldn't just rifle through people's pockets willy-nilly and feign that they didn't know what was right from wrong.
Look, when you spend time in a soul gem for who knows how long, it changes you. When you fall under the sway and influence of Manshoon because he's like, do what I say or I'll kill you. Yeah, it changes you.
Yeah, okay. Can you understand how that doesn't make us trust you more? You brought us here under false pretenses.
And we came with you in the first place to help you.
You've been lying to me ever since you came back from the dead / undead / whatever. You're trying to steal my friends' belongings without their permission. You say it's for the right reason, but how am I ever to trust you anymore?
Hey, well, I wasn't trying to steal anything. I just wanted to make sure that whatever you kooky kids came up with, it wasn't going to blow up in our faces.
Did you not hear our monologues?
Like, we got featherbeards, we got mummy hearts, we got magical gems, and just based on my decades and decades of experience of crawling through the ickiest muck in dungeons, yeah, I'm wary of everything.
Okay, well, here are your options. You stay with us, and we all trust each other, and you stop dicking around, or you can go back out to deal with the hag and get back your own separate way. Those are your choices, right?
Like, Matthew, you're not going to leave me here, are you?
No, because we need you to introduce us to Manshoon. So you're the bait until otherwise.
You see, and he just kind of nods at Amalika like, see?
I gave you 2 options. The one was for all of us to trust each other, and you were like, you're not going to leave me here. You chose non-trust.
Uncle, I patterned my whole life after you. I call myself Waywocket because of you. But after today, I don't think I want to be called Waywocket anymore. Give me a new name, Amalika.
You should make him change his name.
No, I have many ways. It's Wiggins, Waywocket, Umpan, Crappanam, Sprocket. And I need a new one now. What do you think, Uther?
How about short pants?
That's terrible.
I thought it was cute.
It's just on the nose. There's too many short pants out there. I have a cousin short pants.
Tiny pants.
That's just a variation of short pants.
Juniper.
I do like Juniper. All right. Call me Juniper from now on.
All right, Juniper.
It's weird.
I'm doing what I asked.
I'm putting it on my character sheet.
Wow.
Ooh, I'll give you inspiration for that moment.
I spelled it wrong, though.
Jupiter.
Is that your robe? It looks great.
Oh, yeah, I doodled it. It was giving me in my head like a big Sorcerer's Apprentice vibes.
Yeah.
Nice.
A gift. A name is a gift from your closest friends. It's a very big honor for us gnomes, so thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I really pulled that one out of my ass. I didn't think he'd make such a big deal of it.
Pretty sure it's better than hot pants.
Hot pants.
Short shorts. All right, well, I don't know what to say to you, Uncle Waywocket. Like, you're being a real scumbag, so...
Well, I apologize, but I've been a scumbag for most of my life.
Well, that's not an excuse, is it?
No, it's not. It's really not.
All right, well, these shenanigans aside, we have to go to a conjuration? Conjuration?
Yeah.
Conjuration.
My memory is tragically awful. It's like 5 minutes ago. But yeah, okay. So, I'm again.
Yeah. Roll up that Arcanas.
A 16 and a 17. So 17 plus the things. It's 29 or 30-ish because we still haven't bothered to do the math on that.
It's well above a 20. So give me the flavor how you transmute this atrium enchantment wing into the conjuration room.
Okay, so I feel that like with her new starry robes on, they kind of like the shadows seep down from like the ceiling and it gets kind of like a constellation like around them. And Amalika kind of like uses her fingers to kind of like grasp at like constellations and like kind of like pulls the room apart, transitioning it from like one to the other.
Nice. You come back and again, you see a lot of summoning circles. You see a lot of bookshelves, but the bookshelves again have like weird, they're very tall, but there's always like a small series of little orange and blue portals at the bottom with little orange and blue portals that just float around. So it looks like you'd reach your arm in and your arm would come out somewhere else and you could grab a book or a spell scroll off of something else. You can see this one circle where it looks like it's constantly summoning. There's like a magma thing that comes up and then like a water thing comes up and then an earth thing kind of erupts. It's like it's always on the verge of being summoning and then just collapses flat back in the floor before the next one comes up. And there's an air one and it just keeps going on and on and on. And you find yourself in the conjuration room. It smells a lot like sulfur. And there's always a constant howl of wind going on.
Is there an assistant in here?
You can call out for one. You can do a search for one if you wish.
Yeah. Can I do an investigation? Is that investigation?
Yeah. Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Why?
Wow.
What are you looking for there?
It's a 7. Nothing.
You're facing the
Looking
wall.
For nothing. I was looking for one of those little assistants to help us find this, but...
Can we get some help over here? Hello?
Well, yes. What do you need?
Oh, Jesus.
As you see stepping from around the corner is dressed very much like a Chippendales dancer. Just kind of like this crimson red smoldering skin, a short brush cut and like just baby oiled up like a pro wrestler from the 80s with like tuxedo pants that go down and just like topless all the way and just like washboards upon washboards of muscles.
Library daddy.
You can give me an Arcana or a Nature check.
I'll do
or Religion check.
I can do Arcana.
It's an 18 Arcana
Never mind.
for Juniper.
Oh. 6 plus 8 is 14.
That's enough.
Okay.
You both recognize this as an incubus, the male version of a succubus.
Oh yeah, library daddy.
So he comes around and is like, can I be of assistance to any of you in this dreary, boring place?
This is a dreary, boring place, and you look fun.
Oh, I wish I thank you for the compliment, but I've been bound to service for infinite time. Oh, Lysana, hello.
Oh, you came with us.
Oh, sorry, right. She didn't come with you. DM Dirk moment. It's like, no, I've been bound here for infinite service. I can't die. I can't go home. And if you ask for a favor, I must help.
Perfect.
That's
for you.
Oh, well, I mean.
Kind of messes up the thrill of the chase, to be honest.
Well, it's hard to chase anything when you're confined to one room for eternity.
Why did you get confined to this room for eternity?
Because someone summoned me from Avernus, the pits of hell itself, and thought I would be a good assistant.
That's it?
That is it.
Can I roll an insight check?
Absolutely.
14 plus 1, 15.
Yeah, he seems very sincere, but there is... You get the feeling that someone who's been here for a while like that and probably hasn't had a lot of interaction and just been confined to this one room, you get the feeling that they may try and... Devils are known for their trickery, their subterfuge, their deal making.
Okay, so I'm going to watch out for you. I'm going to watch out for Waywalkett Senior over here. Well, okay.
Can I offer you a drink, a tea, a cold beverage, a hot beverage, a splash of acid in the face?
Oh, no.
I'll take a cold drink. Hold the acid.
It's a deep pore cleanse. Exfoliates.
Sure, you could sell it like that, or it's acid in the face.
Bone is the freshest layer.
So if I threw acid in your face, like, you would be happy with that choice?
It depends what you're into.
Well, are you into that?
I don't have a choice. I just pretty much have to do whatever the people tell me to do.
That seems like a stretch. I mean, I don't need a drink. I would like to find something in this wing.
You see him conjure something around his hand, like this big, long, tall glass, and this crystal blue water just appears and it frosts up immediately. He's like, I believe this is glacial water from the frozen plain. Be careful, it is very cold.
Is it boozy?
No, it is just water from a glacial plain. If that isn't impressive enough for you, I don't know what is.
It's impressive as hell, but it would be a little more impressive if it was boozy.
I mean, he offered you an alternative of acid in your face.
It's
so
true.
This seems like a pretty decent compromise.
And there's
to
a
be
lot of
honest.
acid in this room.
I mean, acid in the face versus a glass of water is kind of like the difference between something you don't want and something you could get anywhere.
You mentioned... Wait,
it is from a
acid
glacial
in this?
plain.
You said there's a lot of acid in this room.
It's the conjuration wing. Acid is one of the most conjured things in this combat spell.
I'm drinking the
Okay.
water.
It's cool. It's like drinking an iceberg. It chills you right down to your core, but not in a bad way. It just kind of like cools you down.
Reminds
way that
me
it,
of the
sinks your
mountains of
feelings.
home. Well, you did kind of a good job, sexy slave person.
And I'm going to give his suspender a snap.
Oh, he's not wearing any suspenders. It's just tuxedo pants and.
Oh, it's that kind of Chippendale
Yeah.
situation.
Sorry, I wasn't
Give his
specific.
belt line a snap. Okay, well,
We're looking for a scroll of teleportation. You got any of those, handsome man?
Well, this is the conjuration wing. I can conjure some up for you. That's some dry conjuration humor for those that were not aware.
No, now I got it.
ha, ha,
Yeah, first
ha.
blush. You're quite the funny
Yeah.
succubus.
I've had time to
Incubus.
practice.
Yeah.
You could use more of an audience, I feel.
Yes.
Have you tried your material maybe on the ghosts downstairs?
I can't leave this room.
Well,
Brutal.
the jury's still out on whether or not this guy is gonna, keep. She's like looking at Uncle Waywocket. So you might have him to practice on if he keeps, his shenanigans up. So we'll get back to you on that.
I don't know. He's our bait, and we know that. Have you ever tried conjuring up some TV or maybe like a mystery thriller novel?
My powers are limited in what I can conjure here. There was an incident about 200 years ago where I conjured up a couple of demons to party with, and it did not go over very well. So my powers have been restricted to things within this world or benign, banal things from other planes.
Okay,
Well, good news. Lysandra has a new lease on life. On life. Good point.
Oh, did she finally expire? That
no.
Well, yes and maybe.
Kind of. I'd say it's like a soft kind of.
I'm thinking, anyway, the Whaling Archives are open for business, so you should turn that frown upside down.
Or at least neutral.
Yeah, maybe neutral.
I'm obligated by the bond of the spell to smile on command, and it is terrible.
Well, we didn't ask you to smile. Good news there, right?
I can also smile and then do a backflip if asked as well.
Why would you tell us that if you don't want to do it?
I'd like to see this smiling backflip if you.
See? Exactly. Like, we weren't going to ask you until you brought it up.
Something
So,
about how you don't want to do
I
it makes
think-
me want to
yeah.
make you do it.
I really think that you brought this on yourself. Like, I'm not even mad at Uther for this.
Yeah,
to be
don't tell us
honest.
things that you don't want to do.
You see him put up this very figure skater, ballroom dancer type of smile. Puts out his arms into like a T position, and then effortlessly just poop lands back on his straight feet, or back on his feet without moving an inch. Drops back down, perfect backflip in the air.
Still smiling.
Still baby oiled up and still smiling.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
again,
If I
none of us would have thought to ask you that had.
would you like a tip or anything for that? It's like some palladium pieces here.
I would really love my freedom.
Okay, well, how about you get us those scrolls and we will consider talking to Lysandra for you.
Consideration, yes. I can consider in one hand and put hellfire in the other and see what gets filled first.
Well, the hellfire, it spreads really quickly.
Very fast.
I'll go get your scrolls. Just teleportation scrolls is all you need?
Got a
Yeah,
couple?
probably.
Yeah, give us another backflip on the way out.
You see him again, ballroom dancer smile, and then fuff.
There it is.
All right.
I didn't ask you to smile that time, though. We got that one for free.
I aim to please.
I do feel bad for this person, but also maybe this is their just desserts. Hard to say.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Well,
don't know. I can't
they
get
are a
straight
devil.
on him, so.
Yeah, neutrally gray.
Well, I mean, we're going to get our scrolls. I mean, it can't hurt to tell Lysandra about him and just be like, PSA, that Chippendale up in the Conjuration Ward. And then it's up to her, right?
Yeah. You got some unhappy employees. Maybe look into a new policy.
We'll put in a good word for him, but we're about to fight Manshoon.
Yeah, we got to keep ahead in the game here. Can't just care about every incubus we meet along the road.
He comes back. He has two leather-bound scrolls in his hand. And he has a third one under his armpit. He says, here are 2 copies. I figured you would need more than one. Trip there, trip back. Although you will not be able to teleport out of this place. There's a special magic protection. How you got in here, I don't know, but you'll have to be outside the radius to use it.
That's okay. We need to go down to the lobby anyways. We got to go say bye to some people, and this is just fine.
He hands you, and this is a scroll of banishment. If you wish to use it on me, I'd be very appreciative.
What about one more backflip?
You're literally asking me to backflip for my freedom so you can go fight Manshoon.
That is the situation, yes.
Very well.
I would like to point out again, we wouldn't have asked you this had you not put it on the table. And we have not, he is. Uther is just pointing to Uther. But, like, again, you kind of do this yourself.
You see him again once more. Figure skating ballroom dancer smile. Backflip. Ha-ha. He lands.
Yeah. I'm just gonna say straight up. I'm more worried about Lysandra being mad that we freed you than I am feeling bad about
she didn't summon me here. It was somebody else. They have long since passed away.
Who? Yeah.
Oh, it was a human wizard named Uruk. He just needed some help, and then I tried to betray him, and he anchored me here.
Oh. What was his connection to the archive?
He was coming looking for knowledge, as most. I assume you've come here for the same reason.
Yeah, more or less.
And congratulations on surviving, by the way.
We're happy about that too.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I see a lot of magical energy coming off. Have you run into the mana elementals yet? Those seem to give the most trouble.
We owe it all to violence and not trusting demons.
Which
I don't trust demons either.
Well.
I'm actually just roll insight on his story far. That is a 26.
Oh, yeah. There is a dry deadpanness to him. A lot of that charm and flair when he realized that new people were here. And when he tells the story, he kind of like that far off in the distance stare that, yeah, you believe that he's telling the truth about that.
And so you're not employed by or like bound here by Lysandra at all, eh?
No. In fact, she wouldn't. She probably doesn't even know I'm here.
Yeah, I rolled a 1 on that insight check, so that's 9. I'm like, good. Well, yeah, you did us a solid. You did us the backflip.
I mean,
three backflips, by the way.
Yeah, okay.
Glacial water, two scrolls.
I just want to point out again, just for future reference, for your sake, if you are ever bound again, maybe just like don't offer up the thing you don't want to do as a thing you could do.
I don't get a choice sometimes.
Okay, well, that sucks.
All right, and so, all right, give me that scroll of banishment. So remember, there's a Trollskull Trio. It's Juniper, Uther, Amalika. Gave you back your freedom because we're good aligned-ish.
See him throw up his thumbs. Good-ish.
All right.
He's going to let you, he's not even going to resist this. So you just got to get a 10 or higher on your intelligence check.
Can I give like a advantage if I'm like helping? Or no?
I don't know because it's not a skill check technically.
I've got that headband.
I just need a higher than a 6, which is famous last words. That's a 10, so it's 14.
It's like, this is going to go bad.
You see this greenish, yellowish portal appear almost in a circle behind him as you see it begins to be pulling out his essence. He's like, thank you to the Trollskull Trio. I hope you're fast because I will be informing Manshoon of what you're planning. Devil, after all. Whoosh.
Mother of coward.
Well, we better hustle and kill Manshoon. Probably that demon, too, if we're honest.
Yeah, that's right on the top of my list. Should have given him all the names. Fuck.
Oh, yeah, you guys told him everything. And he is a devil. Like, that's exactly
Yeah,
right.
I know. We've encountered a lot of things you thought were bad, but would be good. We were on a real roll there.
That's true. The DM really played us on this one.
So, you remember that Minotaur that we were so scared of? He turned out to be, maybe a bit of an asshole underlined, but mostly harmless. Took that care of all those terrible things for us. He really got beat up good. Took one for the team there.
Yeah, but, he's alive. He's not forever stuck in the afterlife of this place.
Yeah, well,
it is what it is.
Yeah,
Let's
too
get back
late.
to Lysandra, the ghost, and let's get out of here.
Yeah, I'm ready. We gotta hurry. We got a long rest when we get back.
Do we need? We don't need to do anything.
You can just go back through the misty hallway.
And that'll take us right back.
Yeah, you got to go through it, but I believe you've cleared out most of it.
Yay.
All right.
All right, through the hallway.
Let's go.
I'm not even going to make, you know what? Yeah, roll me a D8 just to be sure. You're probably going to get one.
Sean.
I'll take that. We can fight a thing. We got all of our juices. It's an 8.
We do not have all of our juices.
You've actually already been through that hallway. That is the hallway with the dead adventurers.
Oh,
you
yeah.
found the staff in the Book of the Crystalline Fortress, Volume 2. And you easily shuffle by.
Good times.
And then poof, 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 poof. And you're back in the main foyer, the main study area, where you see Lysana is downstairs. She's interacting with all the ghosts. You smell lemons as soon as Dragonbait sees you again.
Yeah, Dragonbait.
How you doing, buddy?
His little tail wags. He comes up and he hugs. He goes up to hug Amalika, but is kind of like taken aback. He just kind of holds out his hands.
No, new digs. Very sorceress-esque.
He puts his Superman kind of like Peter Pan and just kind of gives you like a nod of approval.
Thanks. Thank you. I am feeling a lot better in, I believe, what did you call me, Uther? Dingy, grungy, gross. You know what? It's not important.
What, that flannel thing?
Well, I do feel better than I did before, I guess, in light of that. So great. How are you doing?
You smell lemons as you see him like hold up his book, the How to Differentiate Between Yourself and Clones. And then you notice behind him, there's about a pile of 7 books that are stacked up with the exact same book. And as he's holding it out, he's kind of like another one pops and drops and falls on the ground.
Yeah. You should maybe talk to like
Have you finished that book yet?
You see him shake his head no as another one goes.
Oh, there's another one.
All right.
It's like we're actually just literally going to leave a bread trail.
You know, this could be a new source of fuel for all of Waterdeep. Just burning copies of this book.
That's true.
Keeping. Yeah, this will solve a huge part of our heating bill.
Is our Minotaur friend still here too?
Oh yeah, he's about halfway healed up. He's still kind of bandaged up and bruised up, but
What's his name again?
Jasper Bovine.
How you doing, Jasper?
Say, yeah, I've had some time to rest up, so not 100%, but definitely helpful if you need me.
Well, I think there's nothing really malevolent in here anymore, except for the basement, and we're not going to go there.
Yeah.
We are on our way to battle an evil wizard if you want a piece of that.
Oh, is that job paying?
Yes.
Yeah, we can.
In glory.
Yeah, definitely glory.
We can prep.
And how many sandwiches can you buy with glory?
7.
Well, we'll give you a meal plan at the Trollskull Manor. Lodgings, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for as long as you need, as long as you help us through all that. You will, of
within
course,
reason, because we already have some freeloaders.
You'll of course win a lot of glory in the glorious city of
We are
Waterdeep.
very rich. We could also just give him some money.
No, I got a lot of money. I don't know, what do you want, like 100 gold? How's that for you?
Oh no, my going rates are if we're doing dungeon crawling, it's 20,000 gold for
What? Get out of here.
It's got to be like a couple of weeks.
You weren't even that good in that one fight.
I'm still alive, aren't I?
True.
But for skirmishes, battles, 1,500 to 1,800, depending on danger value, what do we fight?
You ever heard of the Archmage Manshoon?
Oh, yeah, all those crazy war stories way back when all those people died, all the clones of Manshoon. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of them clones is definitely on its way to probably murder us quite horribly.
I mean, you might want to ask for your weekend rate on this one.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be some danger pay involved in there, but yeah, you make it worth my while.
Name your price, Minotaur. After all, you'll probably die.
Well, if I'm gonna die, then you got to make it worth.
Yeah, you're making this so much worse. You have made it exponentially worse like 3 times.
Money is meaningless. Glory is all. Live for today.
Because Yosef thought that, and then he started a ghost brothel, so...
He started the ghost brothel in order to spread his glorious message of living for today.
There was a couple of, a lot of laundry to do.
Listen, the ghosts of STIs are harmless.
I think we could probably arrange something between our deep bank account and, the city of Waterdeep will be very grateful.
Mm-hmm. We also have some connections. We can set you up with some people, find you some
other work, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
You ever, maybe do some private eye work.
You could buy yourself a farm. Put yourself out to pasture.
That's a highly offensive joke to my people.
Listen, I'm from the mountains. I'm a little rough around the edges. Live for today. 2,500 golds.
He's in a cult. Just ignore him.
There was a weird type of vibe around you. Cult vibe.
It's a movement.
It's a cult.
Yeah, pooping's a movement as well.
Very good. All right. So
we went from 1,500 until Uther said something, and now we're at what now?
Well, Manshoon,
1,500.
wizard fight. I assume he's not going to be alone. Possibly. Do we got to go to him? Is he coming to us?
I had a plan. I maybe ruined the plan. We're working on it. We're thinking of a little ambush style.
A little ambush style. Where are you going to ambush him?
That's going to be tough considering he knows who we are now.
Well, maybe we'll beat him to the devil guy. We're on our way there right now. He's going to go to hell. Time moves differently over there. He's going to want to party. He's definitely going to want to fuck for at least 20 minutes. And then...
That doesn't seem like a
sweaty minute.
Do you have some rooms available by the 20 minutes?
Yeah, it's like, oh
They'll
man.
need to cuddle
Even the
afterwards.
seediest hotels give you at least 45.
Can we hurry up because my laundry's going to be done in about another 10 minutes?
I'm just giving him an over-under. He's been pent up there for a couple hundred years. I don't know what his stamina's like. Anyway, I want to think about it.
I think you're thinking about this devil thing way too much.
It was very shiny. Anyway, we got to get out of here. We're going back to Waterdeep. You in or you out?
12,000 gold. I'm in.
12,000! No.
Sold.
What? Are you paying for it?
Sure.
I have no idea actually how much money I have. We haven't really established that.
Oh, you guys are like the hundreds of...
Okay. Yeah. No problem. How about 10? Just make it nice and easy.
All right, round numbers. It works.
All right.
I get a bonus if I chop his head off.
Yeah, okay. Done. Yeah. We'll do 25% bonus on that one.
Technically, 12 was a round number and 10 is not, but it's all right.
They're both even.
But, well, even number for a bunch of odd characters.
Is Dragonbait coming with us too? I'm assuming.
Dragonbait, how do you feel about killing a clone of Manshoon?
You smell... Oh, 1 second.
Oh, I haven't been tracking this.
Is it blood?
You smell Huckleberry. He looks sad.
He's going to part ways with us?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Do you want a free ride to Waterdeep?
You see his tail wagging at it and you smell lemons.
All right.
Freeloader.
He's earned that.
I suppose.
Another book pops.
Well,
all right. Yeah, you know what? That book's not my problem. Okay, let's go.
Well, do we want to say goodbye to the librarians? Because we completed that quest technically.
Mm-hmm.
So,
oh, yeah.
Can we call over Castellan to say goodbye?
Yes, she comes over and you see that she's got Lysana and the others in conversation behind her. And she says, I have to thank you for everything you've done. It feels like knowledge will become a priority here again. You've done everything to put our spirits at ease. And I think that some of us will rest, some of us will transition, but I think some of us will stay in service and make sure that the library is properly restored to the glory of Ayun that it once had. And I believe that Lysana has pledged that as long as her memory still exists, she will do her best to maintain and clear out the unfortunate defenses that have been left by her undead previous version of herself.
Well, if you're still around, we'll be sure if we're back here to come say hi. And, Lysandra said we could come and go, and we'll be sure to check in. And
you will always have a welcome study area here. You are forever going to be welcome. And no longer the Wailing Archives now, but the Eternal Archives.
Ooh, I like that.
Catchy.
If you ever need questions or spells or practice or information, we will be always here to help you.
We appreciate that.
And good luck. We've heard about the Manshoon Wars before and seen his history. It is quite a task you're undertaking now.
Ooh, yeah, and he knows we're coming now, so.
Let's away, friends.
Yeah, thanks.
All right, so if you wish to use the scroll of teleport,
Let's go.
1 second, you're going to give me a
Let's go.
intelligence check, and then someone's going to have to roll me a D100.
All right.
I think that should be now Juniper.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. Let's spend that inspiration just in case, because this is an important.
Based on previous diecast for rolls of teleportation
let's
scrolls.
just do this. Oh my fucking god!
Wow.
I did it. It's a 10. It's a 10
Okay,
flat. 'Cause I have a
good.
4, I rolled a 5 and a 6, dear listeners. So it's a flat 10.
Thank you, because I don't have to do the mishap then.
Yep.
Could you roll me a D100 dice, please?
It is a 48.
48. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. As you feel the air begin to shift around you, that air pressure change, that heat change, your ears kind of pop a little bit, and you blink, and you find yourselves boom, 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 boom. Almost like Jeffrey's tubes, or like the rainbow bridge from Thor. You all just kind of like individuals, kind of like whoosh, 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 whoosh. This big, brilliant chromatic energy as you land in the basement. I will say, as a DM, not as a bad thing, but your fireplace is still left in the enchanted forest. You can go get it back, but you gotta walk there now.
Maybe later.
That's for between seasons problems.
As you come up and you see that Trollskull Manor is bustling, it is busy. There are clientele and patrons everywhere. It's about 7:00 at night, so the dinner rush has just hit. And then as you look out and you see the wonderful Trollskull Alley, all the night lights are slowly coming on, that nice white nighttime warm glow. It's a beautiful, clear sky. And that's on Malika, when you just feel like something at the back. Oh, yeah. And sorry, also, Malika, your beard of feathers has fallen off when you land in the basement.
Oh, I was getting kind of attached to that, actually. Just kidding. Don't bring it back.
You just,
you don't know what you got till it's gone.
My face was really warm. I feel like that would have been actually kind of cozy for the winter time.
Well,
Plus, just shave, and then there's these feathers, and I could really make a killing on selling some like down pillows and duvets. Malika's fancy now.
hi, I'm Malika. Welcome to your pillow. My pillows are full of the finest feathers.
My feathers.
You people are very rich. Why do you keep acting like you need to sell your own hair?
Gotta respect the hustle.
It's true. And who doesn't want a my feather pillow?
Up in the dining room area, though, as you all look out, Malika, you feel that thing at the back of your head. You're like, this energy feels very familiar, as you see a big black dome of necrotic shadow energy explode up over the skyline of the city, and everyone feels the rumble in Trollskull Manor as you see dust and debris come down from the ceiling, the lanterns hanging off the beams begin to rock back and forth. Everyone kind of goes like, what? And that's when you hear the message spell go off instantly in your head, Waywalk, in your head, Malika, of it's the Black Staff. And she says, you are needed immediately. And that's where we're going to call it for the night.
Oh, no. Bad stuff's happening.
The Diecast podcast was produced by Miles Baker, Stephanie Cook, and Johnny Robertson.